he said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountain of the water of life freely to him who thirsts."
You know, folks that really hit rock bottom and need a full spectrum of assistance. They need a safe living environment, they need a bed, they need spiritual, moral support, everything from clothing to transportation, to get them on that road to be productive and really to begin living an authentic life and help them feel the love of Jesus Christ.
I heard about the Alpha Omega House while I was in jail. Really, there's no place to go for guys like me, especially when they're coming out of jail, and it's easy to get into trouble again or not be able to stay sober or away from the people that are not good influences. So it was a blessing for me to be able to go to Alpha Omega.
They're good men. Most of them are very, very good men, but they have had some very bad things happen to them and they've made some very bad choices. They have no place to go.
And they were expected to become productive citizens in society, which wasn't realistic. They were being set up for failure. I think that one of the biggest problems in our society will be addictions. It is addictions now, it will be in the future, because the virtue of self-control is not considered a virtue, but it very much is.
Every county has, in the UP is right now, is no different than any other county in the United States. We are under attack with the opiates, we're under attack with heroin, and especially the meth.
People need to realize that drug addiction is a disease. Alcohol is a disease. So if we can get these men to understand that I've got a problem and admit to it, and then I can't handle it myself, I need help. Now they can begin recovery.
There are some requirements to be a resident, and we are faith-based, so as long as they're willing to give faith-based recovery a chance, we will basically take whoever needs to be here.
When residents, young men, show up at the Alpha Omega House, first and foremost, they're embraced. They feel the love of Jesus Christ. They are given dignity and respect they may not have received in a long time.
When these men come in, many of them are very fragile. Many are very broken. And our job is to, first of all, make sure that they realize that God loves them.
Immediately, they're given a bed. They're given a set of rules, because that's one of the things that certainly helps along that road to recovery is a disciplined life.
The home operates with us following all the rules that are given, and we got to go by all the court order rules. And we're given a probation period when we first come here. A week we have to stay in-house and do a probation period. We're obligated to get jobs and hold jobs and take urine tests when asked to. We're not to use any drugs or foul language in the house, and we're to walk in the light with the Lord.
And then they're given a Bible and asked to read it. And one of the other things they're asked to do is to look around the outside of the house and embrace a faith community. Whatever they choose is great, as long as they make the choice.
My policy is if the church that you choose to go to, if the doors are open, you ought to be there and get involved with whatever they offer as services.
We are a model compared to other places. We really are. And I think that's why we have been so successful and are continuing to grow in the Upper Peninsula.
And we have two great examples of individuals who have walked the road to recovery and embrace God, and they live in the moment, and those are our managers. And so they're now giving back to young men that had, not so long ago, that was them.
February 19th was 5 years without alcohol in my life, which has been the most most interesting 5 years of my life so far.
We've had men that stayed there for 6 months, sometimes 3 months. There's no real particular time element because every man that has come to the house is different. Their needs are different. Some of the men are coming because they're trying to avoid going to jail, so it's part of their probation, so it may be 90 days. Some stay a little longer just to get themselves established.
The men pay for nothing.
It's a gift, and it's done just completely out of generosity and love out of the community. There's no payment that Alpha Omega wants from these men. This is just something that is a gift, purely a gift of love to you, to get on your feet.
Alpha Omega Home is currently being funded through the community church donations, and they have supported Alpha Omega since the beginning. We also have a donor, Joanne Haiti, who has also provided money to help Alpha Omega be what it is today.
After my retirement, it gave me the ability to do something in my life that would make the community a better place to live in.
Alpha Omega is also funded now, currently, through North Care Network. And they're the funding source for substance abuse services that we have a contract with.
With North Care's funding and with the grant money and everything that we're going like we're doing, we are now a model for other counties. There's 15 counties in the UP. There's no reason why there shouldn't be one of these homes in every county in the UP.
But it also takes a community team effort. It takes law enforcement, it takes the court systems, it takes addiction professionals, it takes business owners. All these folks have to come together, and that's what's so challenging.
And we've been praying for something to come into the community, and I was just feel blessed that when Jason came in with the Alpha Omega House, it was just an answer to prayer.
I just see an enormous opportunity to spread the goodness of God in the Upper Peninsula. And we're trying to answer the call to be in the streets with those in need. And yep, folks that can't be in the streets, they can certainly help too with donations. It's a wonderful opportunity to help those in need and really help them feel God's grace.
It's the beginning and the end, and it is God. Alpha Omega is God, and the house is of God. So if it stands and it flourishes, well, we know God loves us. And so far, God has loved us very much. And you can feel it, and you can see it in the community, and you can see it when it touches the lives of these guys.